Hello. From Ghana's seeds to Malaysia billions, can Ghana rewrite the palm oil story? Malaysia came to Ghana for palm seeds and built an empire. Now we ask ourselves, what system did they use? In this video, me no be share nneɛma bi a Malaysia for gyina so etimi ebeye the second largest world producers of palm oil. Whilst Ghana yema omu seeds kura no yeduru baby. And one particular curiosity Indonesia yeni Malaysia for kura share kura ne say Ghana gained independence 1957. Malaysia gained independence 1957. The same year. Yeah. Ghana gained independence from British. Malaysia gained independence from British. The same year 1957. The only particular difference is Ghana fight any nyaye. Omo die omo ko on political agreement in omo ntimi nya omo so fa hodi. Yaka sa curiosity no. Ade ba ko a me ye nhwehwe bu no ko share say could you believe say Malaysia for ewo omo aduane particular bi omo di a metima ka say national food it said the Ghana ka fufuo ana say bi a bibiti sa omo di no kodu ahan so kodu ahan banana leaves eti Ghana and Malaysia so share ni particular na ye wonye me bi a eja ye betima fan say enke be kan sa but enye no particular nti na me no mi ni ehemu a na ebom mi pese mi busa me no mi no say who stole our vision? Who stole our vision? Who stole our vision? I am aware who ye. Now at the end, now she video ye a ocean sabre. Na yenko ye nchirichiri mo nwie no. Ubetinye mbiase. If we say right now, the mpese me catch on say Ghana ye here say ye be ye farmers bebrebe with that system. See itimi ye farm no na ye the system na from 2 weeks ni ye go so ye ka no enye bibie ntiro. Because when you work towards the wrong direction now, you can work hard, but the result is nothing. But when you work towards the right direction, you don't need to work hard. You need to work smart. How can we build the right, perfect, everlasting system a Malaysia for INB or Ghana? And then me say, oh yeah, madam. Comment here say, are we capable? Are we capable? See, betimi adjust structure ni be. The video ye. Nafe ye kwa me yi video ne fro. Na me no akwa share styles bi a. Ye nwie no obetia de kro bi a me pese me di video e be shase. Video ye ye hwe e Ghana palm oil plantation production ye no. Enwo eno moye ne sa no. Okay. By the way, seneno first time when I did share SOS ya, me srew any DM sabre ya subscribe mami. Subscribe no enye siketua. Nemom just to show appreciation for dwumadi na ye die no. O subscribe no betima boa ama nyame eboa ye a enipa ni bi wo hɔ a ye tu yensa fro mu a omo hwɛ numbers na ansa na omaba enye dwumadi na ye di no na emum numbers no because they don't want to lose their time with us, and it's true. Enti me pa chew subscribe se see share video na link ni mo bibia na yentu anamom, because se Ghana da wakoma so we pan-africanism a, you can't miss this challenge kwa. Yen wie size ni wie no obehu de kronti a Charles na ni abra ogusu ka system no. Malaysia came to Ghana for palm seeds and build an empire. Last week, Yakasafa how a simple banana, a simple fruit, build an empire and control nations. And then, minumi, Yakasafa palm oil. At the end, you understand, say, nye palm oil in kuna Ghana, ye cocoa. And I wadi mpobio. Well, Fabra. Cashew nyina but intimi build system farm. Yanko hwade bi. By the way, welcome to SOS. Na say dem sika say first time subscribe my na yento na mamu. Na amesha say no me kire curiosity a efa difference that Malaysia ne Ghana ho 1957 the same you share independence na pepepe. Na Malaysia for decide say omobeya ade bi a enemi ne omiye no ye hia se be bi wo yekrom eno ena me ne omiye no ye de hyemu a Ghana right now ye use $2 billion and they crack enwo $2 billion and they crack enwo, which means say 80% of enwo na ye di no ekrom no from importation. Only 20% per and local production. Ghana, you produce about 50,000 metric tons. And you use 250,000. That means that okasa oko sa production more and can't say sikenim because 2 billion any year can once no 2 billion every day, every now be as no nkofo didi. Moma yenko Malaysia strategy eno nti no me pese esua particularly said the be ya ebeboa yi ama yetime hu enema wose ye. Malaysia strategy no ade bi a ebeboa Ghana yebehia yaban ye president ne nkofo but ye citizen for nso no yebehia ye. Eno nti menka se asem na ye kan emfa ho. Malaysia for esha sie no omo ba Ghana eno mbedi seats no na tamu mbedi seats no omo de koye no yesa mo skills how to plant it. Na ade ba ko a de na efe ne say that time the government no was no o ka say obeyisu palm nut no ayede de akoatia poverty, and poverty no ka say obeyisu at akoatia no eno na nei ama omo abaye the second largest we Singapore free wa Malaysia for the toso. And from the beginning omo the strategy systems in the CCO. Na system ni say every rural area families bia no omo 4 hectares of land. Pachetedio to to go and fight against poverty, no, or ye day, omoko rural areas, and every family biano, ye mo almost say 4 hectares of land. Inti ha say no, Ghana, ye betima ye, okay, si ye betima ye, ye di sa asase ne ma sa family na omu hia and sa dia dona, enisi ekobu so musika bio. Okay, yamfa we into. Na omu we no, and omu seti the board I from Federal Land Development Authority. Enti Federal Land Development Authority and almost had another board palm oil plantation board nso so ye de esa kan ho. Enti sa two institution we no omo de ne so me no be control the whole system. Institution bi ni ye government institution. Enti omo control the whole system. Efa research, development, value chain, how to can say just be bia. Nti sa system we no eboa Malaysia to the extent say ene no ye ka tons of production omo produce a 19 million metric tons per year. Ohwe anomana e da ho na anomana is the symbol of Malaysia. Oka and one of the symbol of Malaysia no. But ade bako a ema mani gi ho se me dis anoman yi beka ye kasa ho nen se anomano or impressive appearance. Wo hwe si rusite na ye ni bu ye krum na akohia anoman we abeka se bia o se bia so akohia ofie abayifo abonsafo. But we nyesa nete anoman we no ye tribe wo Malaysia wo form dan so a omun se nyame anase nhira ana ye de ebefie. It is impressive appearance no one. And no na me person me no me no. Yes, you the same thing. Na ye di ye bold e de call ye manim. Yen kan ye homom. Na kan ye kan homom no sometimes no yes ye partnership nko. Sometimes no enye say ye by force no ye be ye oba na okun nko. Even at all, say ye the same political equana at least one accord, agreement for the benefit of nation, no. And ye may be a was say the inya agreement. Sa ye come Malaysia for now, only 14 federal states. But omunyina ka bom no mu rule the whole nation. I think about me read almost all some wow. Only 14 states and they say the US pepe and every 5 years be an omu change monarchy and there be person me man say aha omu tena se hunu say omu was so fighting against poverty no and the poverty and say poverty no and omu ye dey omu chance ase ma families no omu rural areas no Ghana I was say yes ade na ma me ho comment section ase. Another thing many J Malaysia for say tama omu ye we nyina no na omu nye country bia metimaka say bia omu age omu ho there be omu nya intention, decision and aim to do what they want to do until government in the so be fight against poverty, fight against criminals, any you can say corruption. Say the Singapore for ye be prepared. Yanko next level. Say ye fasting Malaysia for a strategy na near the back Ghana ye crew more. I had a me manage, Your current situation, and I made a chere was, Ghana current situation of palm oil, you want a small case. You see, a bimuye metrics and meters of cubic tons, ye di but enyare ho, enye no ni hiame. Enye enu ni hiame say me ma masem be ye negativity, but me ba say me bema ame bie because sometimes when me kro na nipa ni na ye betwa. You see, umia na wo fase na ntiri nkro. Umia ni yi a wo se wo mpenasem. We mia ni yi nso a betwa ni 93. Sa we ye hu na say me ni umie no. Edie na ebetimi aye. Ye beba. Yentoa de ye so. Ghana currency a rarity import is greater than export. Your importation na ye di fa Ghana palm oil plantation is greater than import. No export, sorry. Senene first time na de share your SOS ya. Akwa baby, nyame sure say wakreke so. Mr. Wada subscribe my SCI. Na into na momo. Ghana yi die da so. Se Ghana yi a yesu be yi because Malaysia for mama hu, Singapore for mama hu say oman no eye yi no na mu nipa so eye yi na se ye pese oman no yi a ye ade e betima atrate ade talent se wo yo oman na wo lusu talent ya wo lusu bibia enti ye ade na for ye nyina enye se nipa ba ko nye government nko small scale updated processing and I made a chire video no because so hwe how omusi eye no wa say na say no mo betimi aye a day entimo susu ampa se obi ni ho a obetimi aso dwuma we mu etimi turning into another thing na de bia no ochim yentimi nye automated bi wo baby okay yento aso questions na me go no obi a na me yi na no because your opinion matter any abre policy inconsistency other there our hosem because enye ye menu mi no asem a government body no asem if we say tama Malaysia for ebeje seats no mo de call mo kro mo no o mo decide ye no o mo ye regulation rules and bibia go say any pese ye na say ne pese di so na ye bota ye ne yen so so ye unfortunately we ba no de abeto ha we ba no de abeto ha we ba no de abeto ha recently ye president amayati asese nyame ya adom a obese okate cost of importation no enti so obese okate cost of importation there that means say what the bibia to na koma so say obese bia ada so obesete some plant e betimi aye dey aye production we krom ana say or another way of ye betimi aye dey anya ye local production e be kosoro enti encourage say on so betima settle with ye sa policy I can consistency is key no ye ni bi enu ntira and se wo hwemu a is true because ye koye bi bia mu ewo ye man mu a consistency ni ho se we beba na obeye project we a na aba ni gu ye na ofoforo ba na akokosha de foforo ase na de na ye sha ase ni eja no ho enti yentimi enye consistency wo so enti we de ye mo citizen echi ye bu ye nyina ye chi ye bu ye government echi ye bu ye nyina nso echi ma ase be politics many abrentra. The missing link. Say fa Malaysia omo strategy omo system omo bedi ye no na ye fa Ghana current situation ye womu a hereby say ma prefer say me de metu ni din sankofa say de muhunu symbol no ye dey ewo ho no because ye hia se ebekọ ye chi ye hia se ebekọ ye chi ye hia se ebekọ ye chi no say ye kofa ye ntiti niema no ane ye no nko a o na emom ye nkohwehwe bebia ye ja ye vision no to ye nkohwehwe bebia ye ja ye vision no ye ni so ade ehunu no ye nkohwehwe self assurance no self awareness no is key on every self development no or a nation development no moment nkohwehwe chira kwan because Ghana ye here systemic scale plus territory mapping because I was say timi hu bebia ye nwo ni ayi yakoseti machines wo ho I was say timi you baby ye hu bebia ye nwo na ayi yakoseti containers ya ye betimi ayi storage ye pese hu bebia ye nwo na ayi ye kwan na enwo no befa so e di aba cities no na ye nya say inse se beka kofa enwo na free sankore aba Accra no ye prefer se beka kofa enwo na free Malaysia and also other countries near the aba me ma me ni me nuano mo amutie me amoye diaspora for ene mabamoso eni die mo ahobrase mo program yi e ka won so be because the missing link no diaspora capital ehia nipa miensa nipa nine ebetim aka mo abom aseti machines ya ehia sika kese bia insesi ebeye nwo no a omo betena se omo betena gya ho no nipa nine no betimi aseti machines ya ye betimi ade a partnership ama bibia ya okay your private partnerships but when nyina so ya de bia ye nyina so no e wo si esua de ye nyina wo si agitu mu se ankora adwuma ye different sene yaka bom but se baamu egina ya ade a ekọ akire eye kese ankora ya ade a eye yiye but baamu de no ekosoro enitina twira se me kora ka se baabia baanu anaba asa behia no na me soso mere na me wo branding Ghana palm oil the must the must first no nke wo Ghana cocoa cocoa international cocoa board a ye cocoa no na ewo value papa enei no yanom enema na omo ye no ye nkwaye mu no ntino cocoa a ye cocoa no ye cocoa balloon de ekofom but ye betimi a replace ye cocoa no with ye palm oil no ye betimi atrase asset din a di betimi de ato ye palm oil no so a e betimi aba ba ye krabehwe sankofa momayen sanko echi momayen san enko echi me busa ye ho question me pacho obi anyina no Dr. Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah say black man is capable of managing his own affairs. And it's true. And this page, Misha said, dedicated because ya makes it self-knowledge, self-assurance, self-consciousness, self-awareness, ya makes it. Yama ubia be wia your self-awareness as a Ghanaians. And you say, Busa Ghana, and he say, ye cry any why ye hunu. enti ye koto ade a ye nto ade a ya twere ho made in Ghana, ye to ade a ya twere ho made in outside, because ye de ne se Ghana anase Ghana ye possibility see betima produce that particular thing we chrome that. Nti da bia no ye pe made in so made in China, made in the US, made in the UK, made in ye come made in Ghana na boss nipa na de ato. Say your quality, say your quality ompe. Ghana can recover if it builds systems and not just farms. Yadofuna since 19 kojoho. Ene no moma yemfa systems ni interchere. At the moment na yebetena se with determination, sacrifice, focus, resilience, consistency, the system no will bring Ghana forth. We don't just need palm oil, we need a palm oil movement. Me pese me hu mo amutie me de. Why na you ready so pese ko palm oil mu? O ma me hu. Metimi amano how to plant or how to set your farm according to the system. Yenko na ye papa awo chiri na ye manembra. The seeds left Ghana, but the wealth doesn't have to. No. Oh. Jinyame ene bekama ye. Na jinyame bekama ye no, se ya mie ya no wo court ho a. Na ye twen se Awurade ma mekasa wo court wo ma ye a. Ayeka. Ayedeja. We must stop waiting for the Messiah. Messiah no tiyemu. Messiah no otiyemu. Wotiyeni so. Wo ya adwene mu. Wo ye thought mu. Wo ye nam wo ye nipadua nim. Emoja na efro edi efre so di emu afro sane no. Messiah no ono no. You are capable. You just need the information, the sacrifice na betimi de wako. Determination no. Enokre ye betimi de seed na che wo mo. But eno nche se nenko se etena faako. Enti ha se no, I'm calling for realignment, adaptability. Kaneno mukaya first na ye can Bluetooth na telephone na use another system of Bluetooth and ye drew system bi kra na Bluetooth nkra hia bio ye frɛ bibi NFFC ye frɛ bibi all these systems wireless as a first nanka ube send video mo bi a e dey say mo connect mo ho as a via Bluetooth. We must do what oh God ebusianfo ye to sikago enso so ye ho kire ye to sikago enso so ye ho kire because sa sika na aye 2 billion na government pese o yifri ho no obe yefri ho a enye na no de yefri ho. We need a system to replace that thing no. Se wo hwe Burkina Faso a Traoré one train approval send the project na odi ba no obi me approve every baby me approve ma no ohunu say this thing must be done and in then also yeah oh yeah 3 things ana metimi aka Ghana mampeni papa maame assemblyman enanopa na me ko adwuma na misameno di video bi beto ho na mkohwe video no na reho say bo a pipe nsuo a ɛwɔ akura bi ase na nsuo na save for 1 year na emu kuro mpanifo te hɔ na emu nkwara te hɔ obi ate hɔ nso obi a mpɛ sɛ ɔbɛyɛ dɛ obetu anamɔ ana ɔmo kɔsa nsuo a na enye ɛna na ɛnom until say obi firi abɔnten a ɔyɛ obroni ɛna baa na ɔbɛyɛ dɛ ɔbɛfixe ɛyi no ɔbɛhwɛ sɛ ɔmbɛfrɛ workers ama na ɔmo aba bɛyɛ dɛ engineers ama ɔmo aba bɛfixe pump ɛyi nsuo no adenti na ɛwɔ sɛ basa adenti ɛna ɛwɔ sɛ basa Malaysia for one particular thing na manage on pa sa omano mana me de to horo ma mfa no bibi keke o me de link na to so o bibi ka because bibi a opeso kan na ebe boya ma ye de achiche ne ma no anoma no ayobi a owo family relationship na the type of family relationship na sa anoma no wo no your friend or Hornbill, I think so. Sa family relationship na sa anoma na wo no. Anoma na timi a develop relationship ni a monkey. Monkey e nyina ni no. Enti se monkey no hu se danger bi ba. O ma sound bi. Na anoma na hu se a danger na a monkey na a sound no. Na otuko. Sa anoma no. The same thing. Ena ɛwɔ sɛ me no mie no yeye sa anoma no. Sa anoma no a symbol also can the symbol of a Malaysia no because sɛ me no mie no number bi ne hu sɛ ade we ye ekoso wo sa ho no ɛyɛ danger ma o man na ɛwɔ sɛ etimi sound alert ɛwɔ sɛ etimi ma alert hwan na ye betimi aka kire no sɛ yentimi kan kire obi a ye betimi a stop sa ade no yentimi stop dia then we must seek say ye betimi pɛ de obi obɛboa me ya stop mamo ma yentra sen ka se NGO bi na emra ena o medua o me set a prayi or say a farm plantation a product system my it's time to reclaim the palm oil story. Finish. Mr. Ferris, me pacha me mwako. Mr. Ferris. Hello. So pacha mwako. Me pacha so kasa mente.
Unti wo.
Yeah, I feel Martin. Okay.
Na apom du say.
Nyame adom pacha boko na pacha so
Oh, adom na de krekre nka akra.
Eda nyame ase. So for many abre.
Mitumi hu.
Ebimu ye metric tons of palm oil. Ye yetimi ye 50,000. Enso so ye krom ye hia 250,000 to satisfy the year. Hwede video no. E dey na wo ne ye oka.
Problem.
As a ye consultant ya wo ye mo. E dey na wo ne ye oka opani. Me da se.
Yo, mada etiepu so ase. Sir, da ina no. A very important topic. I was say, yeni. But what mean ka?
Yeah, but that's is say it first and koi kura, but who to make a say.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah. Na ushe Malaysia omo oil palm production na It all started around 1870s anymore. Time na British for or more govern western part of Africa. Until around 1870s, Omodesa plant nibi echo from West Africa, echo Malaysia. Now, Omodeko, it was sent there as an ornamental plant. Means I quite say, Omodeko, just to decorate their house. So that was the beginning of Equia oil, palm oil, oil palm, eco Malaysia. Around 1917, a whole na omosha say omudia oil palm in commercial scale. But there were two things eboa this production, this plantation. They saw it as an economic gold. Let me put it that way. Unse Ghana say ni cocoa, but almost no who say oil palm no a bit to me it say cocoa no. Indeed, what the government did, there were two things that government in fact, a boost to the production of oil palm in that country. No. Government around 1960s, or the program by no more friend, agricultural diversification program. Malaysia, now there were most farmers no mudia rubber. So for no mudia rubber those time. Internal government in this agricultural diversification program, no, the main aim was to sell or more diversify their product and produce more of other product just than the rubber now mudiano. No, we introduce you friend then oil palm. No. Into a lot of the government was also ready to support the farmers in terms of marketing, in terms of processing, in terms of plantation, seed development, and all that. Into government was really involved. Into all this program, a lot of farmers developed interest. Into Bebrina stop the rubber production, no more call oil palm production. But the unfortunate thing was that even though the government brought this program, a lot of people didn't have land to grow this crop. Into what the government did, they said he also introduced what we call land settlement scheme. So land settlement scheme. And the land settlement scheme was to give land to small farmers or more grow or more go into oil palm production. So to small farmers. Now others are land near there, the more mono bia chance say or more edria sa crop no. Into say you who say in the Malaysia is one of the world's largest producer of oil palm. It was a government initiative. It wasn't an individual initiative. This was something a government in a far tone who say, I was say me boa me mino nas this gold yenyano. It to me a cut across the whole country. So but over Ghana, we've had a lot of programs. Programs are Ghana for you can't count. But which of this program is really, really helping to make sure, so apart from cocoa, we have other planter able to me aquachipa cashew ebaye. This year you baby and also ecosi. So mango ebaye, pawpaw baye. So say oil palm there or that. There are a lot of crops are about. It has been under certain government programs. Program nobody talks about it anymore. Na banching about, we are back. A lot of programs with loans and grant to support those programs. No, but say loans need not grant then the program also collapses. So, but Malaysia model, no, yes, Anna, the government spent a lot of time and a lot of resources creating opportunities for the farmers who are very interested in that oil palm production. And look at where they are right now. It is very sad, say, oil palm grano, only if West Africa and they call Malaysia, specifically probably maybe Ghana. And it is very sad, say, right now we don't even know what we are doing with oil palm, oil palm. It is very sad. So, but Sawusha, Malaysia, oil palm, there are a lot of things over here. So, apart from say unya in Kwanye film, unya kennel, unya chaff, unya other things from it, they use it also to produce biogas. Diesel nadina unya fi sanyo manim. So Ghana hono, we have places people are trying. Oko Central Region, Asin area. A lot of people are into oil palm production. So, but the question is, what is the government support? Sena government or support to cocoa no, then can you to me diversify? Now you to me support to oil palm the way I also support to cocoa now. I believe then we are somewhere now. But as it is right now, we are not close. We are not close to Malaysia.
No.
We are not even about 2 or 3% close to it. So, because we did not pay attention to the crop. We said, idea will pay attention to and they grow. Yes. The government brought these two programs, and these two programs, pay the crop just like that. Crop diversification program and then land settlement program. So yes, Ghana, farmer and the youth are there. Some of the youth want to enter into agriculture production. Unfortunately, no. Some of them don't even have land. Land has become very expensive nowadays. Into no youth no person into agriculture no. Okunya land where they grow the crops. So, but look at what this government did. One of the models. Oh yes, our land settlement scheme program for smallholder farmers to encourage the plantation of oil palm. So, and the aim was to eradicate poverty for smallholder farms and also what do you call it? Other farmers they were involved in it. So until right now, so Malaysia oil palm, one of the biggest export of Malaysian agricultural product. They have about almost 4.5 million hectares of oil palm plantation. And that is very, very huge, producing almost 17.7 million tons of oil palm. Ghana, we can't even get to this point. If we don't pay attention to some of these things, we start cocoa by any chassis, invest it. Now, our friend Ivory Coast, Ebesomu, this is China, so and so we don't pay close attention to Nyoma Yefi able to me, Abua Miyakweni. So, you follow Malaysian model, the way or more to me break through this farming system now. It is possible. Ghana, it is possible. We can do it and do it more because we have Lancer, a support to this type of production systems. So the soil is good. Areas where, especially the central region area, Ofi, Ofena, Simfusu, Eko, Asimpra, So, Kohorowina, Bekwai Hoinano, those lands are very good for oil palm production. Why can't the government support them with quality seeds, with fertilizers, with good management practices to help these farmers produce more? And then apart from that, why can't the government help with processing? So yeah, the say yeah, bank no. But there is a way able to me. I am at this crop, no, I buy a cash crop and producing, supplementing the economic viability. Hope on for Ghana. So, kakra me to me I then I can't for honey. It is a good crop. We can get into it, and if the government would support farmers, I think that we can get somewhere. Me that's it.
Wow. Yo, senior, and that's senior minister say also ode abeto so. That means Ghana can recover it. We can. Say only me yes, we can to mama. Because me say me take heat, you know. I want to until moment heat, you know. Yes, we can comment, you know. Now,
Okay. Friday.
Ose, okay, Mr. Ferris Okasa and our book you have children doing sustainable farming practices. Where we need be, you know, Mr. Wase Okwa Amazon, Mr. Ferris Boapen, Nidino, no, until no be book, no, so I share so many times. Your link in him, you share your Facebook page in Hona, Ube buy a WhatsApp community now. Who are WhatsApp community, no. May advise you sebra never join na esua the same thing so ya na ye postu or your YouTube channel no at you know community ye postu ho to hwa obehu no ye wo ye mpanimfo ha the odin kan ba senior Kwamet ono the owner of strategies for bees and so your YouTube channel also so chere how obesi a share business ya say any challenges, you know, how we say how to set your team. Ukwana ko videos na why na more you can say educative, you know. More they say you know you subscribe na on also so join the natima koso. Saying ya kwa mete mpacho memo kwa ba.
Hello boss, we dey nan come force and Kabama Mr. Edu abie kwan no. Na yen no mu de.
There be a job ka say we na na so ekrosu. Say
Oh, okay.
Mr. Menu ama.
Okay. Okay.
I
I think say we there but then check see ma obi biara and I am me say ye di sankomo we. Palm oil eye bibia na manage ho pa. Even right now men kase manage ho. But obstacles.
Wow.
And we hear the story, no, from Malaysia side, no, anyway, no. And no, Emma Metias, yes, say, buying a systems are a bit me be support to her. We can go big and grow big. But this is whereby baby are you free, no. Leaders now more bano. It's no more priorities. And as I name away in Iantias, yes, yɛde ahyɛ tirim farming crowd ɛnyɛ nansan mu kura bi a ayɛ he a amanɔnefoɔ de ɔmo ho ahyehyɛ mu a mpanyinfoɔ bi de ɔmo ho ahyehyɛ mu a kyɛsanka farming crowd no yɛmpɛ yɛ tie because of the mindset o and yɛn nso baabi a yɛfiri no biribi atwam wei na aba o ne yɛn nyinaa yɛ agyampe wei na aba o ne yɛn nyinaa yɛ agyampe but I think sɛ true said the black man is capable of managing his own affairs. But so bet me I'm managing his own affairs. Let's say unya a total change of mindset. If we continue to as a tembiano, your person be taking lead and sending a follower, there is no way I bet me do. And the kind of a dream that you're gonna for tribunal. To be frank, you do baby ayana yeah. The same nsase a bia ye kase betimi aduadua ma was you boss kakra galamsey etugu It's a better than a competition. Yet me meet that competition no. Because of obi greediness in tea. Or him be greediness in tea. What's a baby ya dream to leave a legacy. Or
Dabi.
he no sisuno, or he no sisuno. Na dream is a memory now so media mean dibina menko.
Onipa ba wiase be yɛ o ma yɛ
Sa
ni.
enti onye na dream so wo ye bibi kra ma ne man, wo ye bibi kra ma ne nkrofo. And saa nneɛma no nyinaa affect yɛn. Enti yɛnhyɛ da ni adwene papa biara ma biribi biara yɛyɛyɛ. Mame nka nsi me we kakra me ma notice ne sɛ wo kasa no the government of Malaysia ɛhyɛ biribi ase. Ɔmo mo hyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɔmo nsase ɛpɛ nsase ma ɔmo a sɛdeɛ
Yeah.
ɔbɛtumi bɛhyɛ aseɛ bɛdua.
4 hectares per family.
Palm oil business media kakra me mahu sɛ wobɛyɛ na wonhyɛ da ni backbone na wo sɛ wobɛtɔ a deɛ tie nyinaa ne sɛ ɛyɛ Ghana life sɛsia ne yɛ agent to agent to agent nti wankasa na bɛba bɛduu hɔ no na ebi a pass through nipa bɛyɛ sɛ 4 ansa na ba bɛduu hɔ obiara nso de ne kakra wato so nti sometimes wanhwɛ a wobɛhwɛ no that's a production that's a wɔyɛ akyɛ but we do business to make profit and sometimes yɛn ankasa nso yɛnni nokorɛ yɛnyɛ truthful. Partnership, you can partner with some people, but when you're the legit partners, anyone near Juma, especially so manonia who winning humubi. Or not 1,000, I was what on 1,005. And to also transnational calculations near now, 1 ton will give you maybe a 9 to 4 gallons. O check cash the labor a one. Nasa Jumano, oh yeah, maybe no. It's tough. But I wish I said, where my asua BB because time behind your problems we are you face, as you asua BB free home. Sometimes say, oh, yeah, BB, now be need the raw materials beer one kasa uni beer, you do baby adding because when the suppliers realize say, I'm only the only source of wool factory now. I'm telling you, say, ebegu. Enti mpo so obeto free baby mpo amemi hu say you need to secure some land bi no wa hyase say e bia wo dua bi wo so with the mind they say who struggle through for best 5 6 8 years by then na one kasa wo de no so amateur ubetimi e betwa wa de but say who rely on people out there you will regret. That is my little experience and you need no credit. You need no credit. You need no credit. You be kind of there, but sometimes out there, and yes, I'll be home. It's my pain, mom, and I may share. It's my pain. Say, me won't walk a crowd on them, but the target I near Pessia do no. I'm on account on them, and Timmy, why am I in into bed and this Gakakushim? Until first can concushim. Because one casa won't cross when I'm sending the Cromoa burial. T. But I'm force obey BBA, making sure so you get the competent people and make sure say access be a would be monetary. We came up with so many strategies, maybe a bit me by and yeah, the input the pata the ABO. It was a warehouse, a big warehouse and casa.
Wow.
A big warehouse, our positions ni BBA was on point, but that was the problem, no. And yet there'll be a real Musi Basa be an money be. But we are still on it. You give it up there, but we wish say you bet me a directory. And before say you pay BB in film. Media say see they make a crime hunu. Oh ye BB now or raw materials no. Unyam free baby papa and as a wangasa we need good assessor. Senya one our all negotiating a middleman a Dawson wake of faba. You have to be very careful. One share by edge man crofo. that's a break.
Piao. And our name is a first essay. Or the one back for any dear mona may say, send no person ever shares with you, but more than so best subscribe my next emia notification bell so I don't man so ye all notify. Said the bay be near you post to even a blog or crown as supposed to be crown obehu. Why? Never join Facebook page, WhatsApp community no so and also you're strong. Ube share baby, yes, Shaniama. Senior comment na kasa no. Strategy for base. Kwana kwa hwene chira kwan e YouTube channel. Na ekọ subscribe. Na faso na nso so no ultimate strategy obi bia wo ye bia. Eda ase. Ansana yebema opani aba no. Me hu se ye nua be ma senior akọ so wa ase akọ farms. Ebusuafo oye obi a odimu ewo yeba rabbit farmer na me mano ha medodo but what the eja man kan sentin say wo hia say wo pese wo share rabbit farmer sia ya adanko ya aboy fra adanko ya ye nua na obekasa no wo hwe mechira kwan ya meti mama na di nkobo but ye ne baba be di nkomo nti no nya de problem obaba be chire ne ma bi mu how to start from the A to Z. Senior ako be bacho mwakwa.
Anga Jazz, Mejoso.
Bacho wako de.
Yaminado na monso eh.
Yaminado yeso yo yopa.
De yamiasi pa. Mo boy juma o.
Sao. Yo pasi da menya.
Pa. And me person me start I join but now my network is disturbed kakra.
Okay.
But I'm sure say me messy be because I also have the video to watch from beginning.
Sir.
You see, we are learning. I me encourage my fellow people around say Africa, Ghana to be precise. Agri Canada, there's a lot of opportunities in the agri sector.
Absolutely.
The palm yeah, can was recently me too quite far. Achim Abuabo ne Achim Odam feature the honum kofa of once year.
Yeah.
And you could see the palm plantation in its numbers.
Wow.
Now you could see that the places were not developed as it's supposed to be.
Good.
From me free Boadua and a befa mukade and I'm the far when I'm share kwan so. And I think that is the major work they do over there. But it's very unfortunate that the people are not living life up to the standard. I'm sorry to say that.
Oh.
And he said, I believe that I thought that nipa ni bi di normal ni bi sie ama nipa no kakra bi na di eso mfa so. So if we are all able to be truthful to ourselves, that Mejidi say we will be able to unlock the doors that we are standing behind. Now, if you no papa, will be answered to me, be hardly, but in himself, kakra, this year, more than Monchilla Chadaruma. Do an Albert information way. Now, best start here reset it, send you see a Jennifer normal home. And see, yet was making a meet pa. In your issue,
Ama was here going. I was here for when you say maker, but also maker. Nanka me twen ama nema set answer. But my menka because I didn't know some the tuja. Many onye bi di nkombo. Oniano akoma so ade yese nyame adoma. Program na yebeye na yakasa fa. Oye na asem na bi no. Se mokaya sunflower oil na asem no. Se bibia timi to yi a na erade ye boa. Wa opese ubekwa kwa dua sunflower no. Mame hunu efiri se onuana ankasa beboa ama wadua sunflower no na owie a wasaba beto sunflower no seeds no ade efiri onchen medanyame asepa se ye share obi a ohwe video no wie no onso so afa enso so person de ni juma na I hope we say nyina ye de yakoma beta na chi enye ni bere asem enyuma na ewo ye kura ye mredoso eduru abi kura na eni se menu mi de yekodo afuo ewo se enso etimi yese capital investors anase even kura nye capital investors kura na ye wo another rule ebetimi apre enti so bi shas bi eye bia mo yefo yakoma ntacherem na the more na oman na grow no na yenkro se de na ye nua be ma yekan enka ba bi edua be se no nke wo senke ho nkania ho esa na talent kura na wo senke mo transe no mutimi emeki see how to say ebetimi ask edi niam kura obukukrum okwa kran so okoda obi store nim na wanantia na ntotuma wi na aja na brabo na ebasa senior komedase enti wo land ya vast land na wo hona se nyame ya do na nesi ya opese odua sunflower a owie a onua no ebeto yi na obaba beto bibia afiri hona seeds no ono abehwe seed to se obenya seeds no na wo de dua na owie a wasa beto a ya na wa me ho why bidamase moma yento aso ye pani ewo ho eye ejedu by the way say dim sika se ne first na de hwe so ya farm ni duru farm na ya me kasa ne duru ya na me yesu because me hwe ha wa ye bes ye wade no but ye nim sis e say de watoka now they are parking garage na wo ni lances de bia na wo hwe car no car ni mfaso esi ho wo ni lances wonim tukura na woni lances nti wontimi ntuma no yeye saa na say Ghana ye ni agriculture na yede akoye pepepe but enu nti na me no bi eni ehye because where there is a problem no there is a solution and where there is a solution no there is a capital wealth creation ejedu edus nugget be memoir manenko
mecha woni mpanimfo
nso jiroso
ovamanu pabua kesi uda baby awo bi mecha Mr. Felix the nke was say a pon pro
oh openi abushafo ye twen se ejedu be back no yenye no yen running fast e was slicing na ma hu se Malaysia for be fa yesisi koy omko be dey and o ma be empire say the second largest wind production akasa me no mi ne yeso ye be dey ya santo ne Dr. Kwame Nkrumah ye ni be ye dey agriculture na be why you ready ana ejedu mpacha oba na wabo why misira so what me nka na say network na TSM okay atiko enti say na misika no agriculture ni ade bia yesi epesika na 2 billion ye de kotongo aba ekrum it's impossible Malaysia for strategy no na me kan no omo de asase ma families nso omo nyi no mfa no yebetimi aye mama yen hwe enwo kira kwan ebe boy Ghana ye kare wa hwe small scale no wo de hwe production na me de buy na omo ye enwo no se wo gise saa we se ye nyina obi ye bi dia ene yebetimi anya saa tons na ye hia no na se eje se dodo na ye de aye abe nkwan se de na Mr. Felix kan de I'm afraid you say yen chekra na China for so ba be san ye ho cocoa production you say abe oh we can ti mama yen san ye chi san kofa na yen ko den ko hwehwe enema amex no ye anema menu anamo amo ye wabana na diaspora for mo na ja mesu afremo mo na yesu fremo aja enema bi wa mo ti ase ye na munya botre nso so dia ye betime yam na ye because say etimi ekeka ye ho abom te say de ensuo ekeka mo bom na mkogu opomu na we can make a difference. We can make a difference because insutre ba ko peno ka say tena eduru ba bi na say oduru ebotan mu na wi abokese a etimi we but say ensuo ni timi keka bom a eduru ba bi wi abokra na so na ensuo ni timi kwa kopim se be kokoduru ede epomo ti moma yin hwese ye betimi ehun patriotic for ashase cattle farm investment for ashase yen nuamo last Tuesday ya onso for farm machinery na nane Mr. Naziru mom so ashase enti dwumadi na ekoso no ye wo nuanom nkabo so ho kabo fans so ti moma ye moy homode ni nkamo be eduru be bia obu akwa no ashase se de ye ni akọ waye woye rabbit farm ebia na oduru be bia obehia onso mmoa na watima scale na watima build the brand. Who knows? Branding ya dey be important pa one day you become one in another situation but yen koso ntente eja dum pa cho say timi badia na yen osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah kan or say black man is capable of managing his own affairs as I deal we know na mintimi nka sa topic we abra mintimi mfa we nto Malaysia for o man train IMF Malaysia for an train NGO or more settle or more systems according to their abundance and omede enene no inshira ma omo inshira one particular thing say no munya nya independence 1957 any Malaysia for nya nya from the same British colony na munya na Commonwealth munya na Commonwealth and so no common wealth no Ghana any na Malaysia for no you can in terms of value sikano eduru bi a enti the seed no na yede ma Malaysia for but na ke ni se di sikano ka mo it's time to renovate nyampa next week Friday ya bekasa ya be ma echo our farming activities. It's time to renovate our farms. It's time to create systems that last. Systems in the Bible class a good man or leave heritage for the children to children, the children. And now Proverbs 24 class so I think so 14:24 so class say hard work na any profit profit when you work on what works na ejedu aba mama yenko tino ejedu mbacho otimiko ejedu okay ode uya no wa
Yeah, me too come.
okay mbacho otimiko
Ready. Over Jamina. Jamina, you know, for a Casay in a man, me drive Untino. Do be an network in I take quite a cry, and say, what the better, me championing for me, championship for you, and I said, then I make Mr. Felix in the comment, and brother Bakone, they say, Ako,
Ako farms
Ako, and the way, and the AKOR.
me pachai
Oh, okay. Maybe you should be via with screen so me drive until no find me visa questions baby there. Omaka baby na from the Abraquamet a kind, you know. Me say meka asɛm bi wɔ ha metia bi na so but ɛno deɛ ɛnyɛ problem because yɛsolve problem a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛhwɛ na yɛsekyere ne yɛka nokorɛ sɛdeɛ nipa sɛ wompɛ competition a most of the time mɛnyɛ w'adwene sɛ wopɛ sɛ wotɔn adeɛ and competition ɛna ɛma wo na a woyɛ producer no anaasɛ wo na a woyɛ farmer no competition ɛbɛma wo good price and yɛayɛ ɔho Ghana aba yɛabɛyɛ ama nneɛma bi abɛyɛ biribi sɛ wo farmer no koraa na wadua wo nnɔbaeɛ no wode wo nnɔbaeɛ no kɔ dwom a obi gyina nkyɛn etimi ka kyerɛ wo sɛ woamfa ama no a wontumi ntɔn wɔ ha me sɛ me trade minister anaasɛ aban mu mpanimfoɔ bi ahyia a this will be one thing I would like for them to instill discipline. Say the market is an open place for everybody. As long as I'm a Ghanaian, I'm not a foreigner, I should be able to bring my produce to the market and sell. Yɛwɔ nkurɔfoɔ bi akɔhyehyɛ baabi ayɛ ɔmo nso ɔmo na ɔmo yɛ agent ma nneɛma biribia yɛ wɔ ho agent wɔ Ghana but deɛ ɔfrɛ ne ho agent no ɔndɔɔ 1 acre da. Ba wo pɛ adeɛ no atɔ a na ɔno abɛhyɛ ntam ɛka kyerɛ kuani ni sɛ ɔntumi ntɔn ma wo gye sɛ ɔtɔn ma ɔno na ɔno aba abɛtɔn ama wo nti wokɔ akuafoɔ no bi hɔ a yɛde ahyɛ ɔmo tiri maa to a point sɛ wo pɛ adeɛ no atɔ na wokita sika no koraa no kuani no suro sɛ ɔbɛtɔn de ama wo. This kind of problem you need to stop. Sɛ akuafoɔ no na afɔ mo cooperative a ɛyɛ different but another buyer like me go to the community, monopolize and brainwash the farmers and say it has to go through them and sana obi abeto awato enti ene me wo me dan kura me ntimi mfa rente just a medicoma agent. What kind of nonsense is this? Excuse my French. Oh, it's about time. Don't sell your soul to a wicked person sitting somewhere calling themselves agent. You decide who you want to sell to. That is why we have an open market. Because eno na ama yɛda so gyina yɛ class 1 na yɛwɔ no because yɛwɔ nipa bi a ɔmo ndua biribia oni machine bi a yɛde process biribia ba wakɔhyɛ akuafoɔ no any processes ne ntam ɛna ɔsɛe business no. There are people like that in Ghana. Ɔmo from ho agent, ɔmo from ho we hima, we no ye we hini, we no ye we say babia no obi pese obu obi Ghana na
Oh.
Just what do you mean, guys?
Okay. Yeah, Fayaba.
Ghana na yɛte no yɛnama yɛn nyinaa no yɛkita slogan obiara si obi agyimi obiara pɛ obi agu no kwasea gyimi ma yɛngoro ɛno ne yɛwɔ mu and it is sad say na yɛ brother ne ka hwɛ bra ma menkyerɛ wadeɛ yɛwɔ kuro bi wɔ akyem hɔ yɛfrɛ hɔ Kusi. If you go online and check Kusi ɛhɔ na palm kernel palm oil palm research center no ɛhɔ na ɛwɔ Kusi hɔ ɛna na ɔmo nurse seeds ɛde ma farmers nti wo pɛ one of the best research seeds for palm kernel sprouted ones na yayama na fifi ɛhyehyɛ rubber mu no na ɔmo hyehyɛ no 100 nti na ɛhɔ na akuafoɔ no ɛtɔ ɔmo wɔ farm ni bi a abeni bi a ɛdi over 20-30 years ɛno no yɛ purposely for reproduction ɛyɛ for seeds na ɔmo yɛ wɔ hɔ nti that area no at a point na akuafoɔ no dua abɛ na ɔmo nyinaa no de kɔ ida sɛ ɔde bɛkɔ kade anaasɛ Kusi no ɔmo de truck bɛba abɛfa na ɔmo de akɔ na ɔma kɔ akɔyi ɛnwo no nti na adwuma wɔ hɔ na akuafoɔ no dodoɔ naa no yɛ outgrowers. They were growing to feed the plant. And na Brakwament ka asɛm bi, and it's a business opportunity. And they know, so when him say, open say wukoma, ye nim say Brakwament wɔ machines. So why don't I talk to Brakwament to say, hey, Minya, so our machines, if the machines will wait, will be there for the next 2-3 years. May want 20 acres. I'm person media begusu. Ebia, media beni guswa, nasa abene ba. I can sell it to you. I can give you the abeno, right? Now, Brakwament beti mi aka say, okay, me no, me ni asase. But metimi ato seedlings no e de ama obi ono so wa asase na ono adua as an outgrower na afei eka bia mebo no odua a ina ye tete ne nkakra ana say ye kɔ no in different terms ye were different partnership terms. Oh, all these things ono set up machine but one who say abro any person min kuminyanti abeni bi egu nwura ma apro nipa ni nya atɔfoɔ ba obi akɔhyɛ ntɛm sɛ wɔmfa ma me price wei di a mentɔ and man wɔntɔn ama me a obi antimi ntɔ ɔbɛkɔ akɔtɔ hwɛ tomatoes anansen na yɛtɔn no wɔ ayi asante akyem 500 cedis was a same per box na hwɛ tomatoes a wɔbɛtɔ no 100 Ghana ɛwɔ nkran na wohwɛ difference no na wokyɛke transportation kura na utiti free ma utumi hu se nipa ya abro. So these are the reasons and mesre ya ye afuo no ene yen a ye wo smaller communities ma ye wo no bae no pa che se obi ba me hwe se nipa ne ye hoho na se onyem mani me nim wo enti me nton ade ne ma da enye ye mfa hohoye ene amaniye ene ye de ye business. Yade de wo pani sika de okita sika a obeto ade no e wo ebo na wo de ma no open your door and let them buy because ebi wo ho a uhu no nne no wadwen ni se eye boto ba ko pe na oto e bi aboto no eno ne de ebekọ ne ka mu sa ada no bada foforo a oba no or the truck na eba so amani no e ka ho bi na akuafo ni nya sika do. Because ubekɔ no ukwa yes yentimi ntɔn ma wo agye sɛ ye wɔ ye agent a ye tɔn ma no nti gye sɛ wo frɛ agent ɛyɛ drawback abɛ efi abɛ ni ntini ekosi na haban mfaso a ɛwɔ so no ɛne nneɛma a ɛyɛ no yɛka sɛ yɛka wɔ ha a adagye bɛbɔ yɛn yɛde yesu akora na yɛnim bibia na yɛte akura ase no yɛnim sɛ abɛ yɛtwa ne mpopa ne to hɔ a yɛde yɛ kɛntɛn ɛno ne yɛde nwene apa yɛde hata kooko abɛkorɔ na no yɛtumi de bɔ dan so yɛbɔ apata a yɛtumi de bɔ so na yɛyɛ yie kura wɔ kurom a yɛkotwa berɛ ne yɛde abɛyɛ apata atena ase na canopy hyɛ dan ne hɔ right abɛ na ne mpapa no yɛde yi praeɛ ɛde pra abɛne mpopa na yɛde feedi mmoa wɔ mpɔnkye ne nnwan a ɛyɛ very nutritious yɛde ma ɔmo we mpra kokura we abɛkorɔ na no yɛnu abɛne de to hɔ a abɛne na ne fruit no yɛde yɛ nkwan right yɛtutu abɛ no aba no de yɛ nkwan abɛne ne chaafo na aka no deɛ yɛyiyi wɔ ho no any abeni mu na yɛtwitwa eyi awe na free so no wo hye a enso na wunya no yɛtumi de yɛsɛmena abeni dua na esi hɔ no sɛ enyini adu baabi na obi antimi mforo a yɛtwa to hɔ ana sɛ yɛto de to hɔ a yɛde twa nsa yɛtwa nsa ni nyinaa na emu nsuo ni nyinaa ni yɛtwa yɛnom ana sɛ yɛde yɛ apɛtɛhyi yɛde yɛ alcohol ne wie a adry koraa no emire efifiri wɔ mu anaasɛ nsa ne firi mu a deɛ di kan ba yɛ akoko no yɛyi akoko no na wie no abɛ no akɔkono no nso afiri mu no na emire mushrooms na afiri wɔ ho saa domo no ɛɛdɛ rough
Nokura.
ɛno ne nyinaa wie na abɛ no aporɔ koraa no wosesa abɛ no a aporɔ no na wode gugu abɛ no a aka no ne nnɔbaeɛ ase a ɛyɛ manure. There are so many. Wei ne yɛ kakraa bi abɛ no ankasa woyi ngo no eyi nkwan no wokyim mu a chaafo no a ɛsɛ sapɔ no yɛde yɛ nneɛma bebree yɛde sogya wobɛtumi de anoa nneɛma wotumi yɛhye ɛde sogya right adwe no a ɛwɔ mu no wobɔ a ne hono no ɛno na blacksmith foɔ de nane dadeɛ ɔmo atomfoɔ na ɔmo bɔ nnadeɛ no wopɛ sɛ wo hiti dadeɛ ma dadeɛ no yɛ mmerɛ ntɛm a yɛde adwe ne hono no ɛno na yɛde yɛ because ɛno no ne gya no ɛden adwe no a ɛhyɛ mu no ɛno so second oil wɔ mu ɛno na yɛfrɛ no palm kernel oil no pko no woyi ɛnwo no a aseɛ no a no wayi ngo no awie no chaafo no a aka na wakyim ngo no afiri mu no yɛfrɛ no pkc palm kernel cake ɛno yɛde feedi mmoa ɛyɛ very nutritious nti adwe no ɛda hɔ no abɛ no esi hɔ no wahu sɛ on top of my head nneɛma a menim no mabobɔ kakra so akyerɛ wo there are so many things ɛwɔ mu baako a mekae paa sɛ mo a motena akuraase no wahu sɛ ne yɛwɔ ahina akuku a yɛde nom nsuo yɛkɔ nsuo gum ɛde si hɔ a wode si hɔ ɔbɔ kahyire to hɔ na wode si so a na adwo kama wokɔ a abɛ rasta no deɛ ayɛ no a antimi amfɔme no a ɛsensɛn ho sɛ rasta no dabi nya mmɛfe rasta no ankasa woyi rasta no na wode gu kukuo wode sɔ gya na wode kukuo ne butu so na wode punu mu a trust me nsuo bia mu nyɛ hwɛ mo nkyɛn saa.
Wow.
These are basic things a ne yɛnim from yɛnyi ɛnɛ abɛ na adwo no yɛde yɛ diesel sɛdeɛ na Mr. Felix eka no.
Yeah.
Diesel ɛno koro ya no abɛ adwo ya wobɛtumi de akye adeɛ te sɛ any other oil ahoɔden koraa wɔ mu kyɛn fried oil ne n'asefo yi a ɛnɛ yɛnim baabi efiri baa yɛ saa deɛ yɛde yɛ seminar. There are so many, a lot of them. Margarine ne saa nneɛma ne nyinaa no ne nyinaa dodoɔ na ne firi abem. So ɛnyɛ ade bɔne na yɛ na yɛpɛ quick fix adeɛ baako ne sɛ wodua abɛ no ebia first 3-4 years sika bɛkom but after 2.5-3 years na ɛhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɛɛbɔ a wobɛnu abɛ no akyɛ yɛka sɛ yɛmfa yie nka asɛm a sɛ wo maintain ne yie na wohwɛ ne yie a wobɛnu akyɛ papapapapapa wobɛnu abɛ no akyɛ and sɛ wankasa woka sɛ wobɛ process a woma wo ho sɛ medua abɛ no na by 3-4 years mɛsɛ ebu sika anaasɛ mahyɛ ase atotɔ equipment a mede bɛ process me ama bɛ no a by 4 years ne nso a abɛ no nhyɛ aseɛ sɛ ɛbɔ ama abɛyɛ bebree no na o machine no watumi asɛte ne up it you be able to process ɛnya afei na wobɛpɛ car wode bɛ transport abɛ no konkron no de akɔ baabi ne agye waboɔden wonu abɛ no a farm hɔ na no wasi o plant wayɛ wadeɛ wayi ngo no so transporting oil from your farm and as a processed you added value product no from wo farm no and cost will match in transportation but the value is high what they calculate and what would the begu kia baakum any abea would the begu kia baakum and what ubenya wo kia nafa ebia 2 tons 2 tons no wanya ngwa ebia mefa ni say minimum de but yemfa ni say 10 gallons.
4 gallon, okay.
4 gallon ne 10 na obenya. Say why ngo ne dada kia ne betimi afa saa akofo gallon na bi amako be 40. So transportation anka wo de befa abani mu ne de akokurom akoma obi foforo ama na to no say who process ya the same transportation no and wo a wo de beko market no o profit margin high.
Okay.
And nay wonim say wokɔ Nigeria adwe abeno adwe na yabɔ no adwe ne hono no de meka say atomfo ne de enane dade no ene Nigeria for export adwe hono no free Nigeria de ko India adwe no ne hono no adwe no the palm kernel shell no ene amount for export from Nigeria to India a big market almost load in trucks and in containers and omodeko. So and adiana ye kan ho asem no enya de wabi enya de ketua bi but said the name Mr. Felix Ekano a deliberate and intentional action and ye here say ye be adwene say ye pese ye as o man then ye hwehwe because ene cocoa na ene wanwene ne sin ye ni backup ayo crop bia na ye de back cocoa no because adwene ni say cocoa ni de eno ne eno by ne galamsey for na atwa cocoa yi fa ato agui. What is our intentions? What is our backup? Said the bia ye kan wa ha say business kura wo ya you need to have a backup plan. You need to have another stream of income. Said the be ya we enkwa we di bibeba. But as o mine, what is our backup plan? And only the crop be na ye backup to cocoa. Ye nibi. Ye ya coffee. Ivory Coast for befa ye cocoa muno. They were doing it intentionally. No more coffee. Ye coffee no. Ya said anti ye ni anko ho. Cocoa no so kura na ya nyire ye ho ampe backup plan bia ye ni bibia say intentionally ye wo seedlings egu ha se wo asase nko abrabeji seedlings no at a particular cost be and then at the end of the day yenya na ye beto afiri wo ho na yenya we are not intentional on anything nti obi abo wura ma no abeye ye basa cashew eba ye India for bebo wura Ghana ene Ghanaian buyers kura nya binto obi a ton ma India for no en ebo a omo pe wo de kwa na o ma twe sekan bi atena na o ma papa emu na o te wo na o ka ne borofo bi kire wo e kire wo se ade na wa papa mu no emu 7 kura nye into 10 bags na wo de buy no which means say ohwe abana ono apapa egu ho na 30% of abana wa pai ne nye into which means cashew na what they buy no emu 30% enye into what the 100 bags in a buy ya or no betua 70 and amount 30 na egu so no eno no ye waste eno no ye neka into eno no ontua. This is how they treat our people and these are realities on the ground. And who is helping the farmer? When the farmer goes into this situation, why and all ho? Why na kuani ni kosu achira na why na beje ne so? This is why I say yenya na yebetimi akeka ye ho abom. Yenya na wo se ye hu de obi eye. Ene brakwameta me ye hu se owo machine. Se wo nso utie na wo abe a wo pe obi ama na to a brakwamete na wa ha no frɛ no sɛ wo nso wo kuro ketewa bi mu wɔ Ghana a ɛhɔ yɛ dua abɛ na wonim sɛ wobɛtumi ne ɔma kasa na wagye abɛ no afiri akuafoɔ no hɔ na wo ne brakwamete abɔ mu sɛ yɛnyɛ business mimi kuro mu ha deɛ abɛ wɔ ha nti sɛ sika wɔ hɔ nko adeɛ a yɛntɔ na yɛmfa sika no kura bi ɛma akuafoɔ no yɛntɔ seedlings ni bi ma ɔmo na ɔmo ndua because akuafoɔ ni bi abɛ no anyinyini ayɛ atenten asase da hɔ but odua hwan na eto agent fuoi ba agent no no wato a oba opede e fe de akọ market akọje aboden nti abena ne to aye yi na ye de beye enwo ne ye de aye semina no oba instead sɛ nka ɔbɛtɔ no 50 Ghana na ɔsi wei no ne to aporɔ nti ne mɛma 25 na wakyɛm mmienu ɔno de kɔ na ɔkɔdu brakwamɛt hɔ a na wakɔka kyerɛ ne sɛ rɔba baako biara no ɛyɛ 70 Ghana adufudeɛ ne aborɔ ɛna ɔmo yɛ. So wherever you find yourself, this is a business opportunity. This is something you can also do. So woanyɛ greedy na woyɛ w'adwene sɛ wo nso wobɛyɛ na wadi nokorɛ na wo ne wo nyɔnko bɛyɛ adwuma no abɔ mu a, there are so many people who are ready to connect, but for the fear of dishonesty enti aka nipa bebree ahyɛ a n'adwene ne sɛ ɛnea ma mefa me sika nto hɔ na mentena so isɛ mede bɛkɔ na ɛbɛhyɛ deɛ ɛda hɔ a ɛda me a meda. But at the end of the day ɛnyɛ ɛno na yɛ preach wɔ ha. Deɛ yɛ preach ne sɛ if I have a plantation today and I say minim obi ɔwɔ abɛ a, now I know my brother has a machine. He is into processing of this abeno. Enti now I can connect him to that person. Yam build that network. This is what makes us unique as a group. Our platform way so we connect each other. We share ideas. We learn from each other. Man, ma wutiri mu nya okeseneni. Yes, ya pim, ya hwease. By your best, sorry. Yes, sorry. We are gathering our momentum and coming up strong. We are not coming up as broken, but together we can make it. Said the Anabra Comedica, the Yam there, a one in some no say, or say the equipments are there, we have not given up. So there is somebody who have seen the in and out of it, or no, on give you up. Now, what I wish I say, now give you up. Let's buckle up, let's join forces. Said the Nano, you can't sunflower once a man, and the opportunity aba say, obi be provide seed. Now I say aboa, now what to every one. So who was I see a member can't me say, me ni be yet. No matter how small the land is, put it to good use. I think say your brother B was that day. No so say any jehu. So tia opportunity number, contact Charles. Na also nsanka wo seed ni bi. Nipa na obeto obema wo seed no may have a little knowledge to show you how to go about it. Na wa kire wo follow no pepepe a wonso ochina wonsa bekọ no ye kan Ghana sikafo a anaasɛ pioneers of abia sunflower in our platform you can count yourself in. So yɛda mo nyinaa ase kakra a mɛka no no metia wo nan so a next time mɛmfa nto kwan mu na me deɛ meba a mefura m'ani ɛna menam. Yɛda mo ase sɛ wowɔ abɛ a ɛnɛ woanya baabi a wode bɛkɔ, wowɔ ngo a rakwamɛt wɔ hɔ ɔbɛtɔ. Deɛ wowɔ fa abɛ ho biara no sɛ biribi kyerɛ w'adwene a yɛwɔ ha yɛdeɛ wobisa ne yɛnim a yɛbɛka yɛnim a yɛbɛgye mmerɛ ne akɔpɛ information a ɛbɛboa wo ne yɛde abrɛ wo. Mede bɛsi ha mekyia mpanimfoɔ ɔfamanu baabi a wɔ biara Mr. Pamford ɛne adɔfoɔ a aka no baabi a mo nyinaa mowɔ no yɛkyia mo nyinaa. Ɛda ase. Okasa a yɛnte wo nka wo kyase.
Okay.
Now,
Ebusiafo.
ɔne nsamanfoɔ kasa ansa na wabɛkasa akyerɛ te asefoɔ.
Ejadu wakasa wie enti ye ni besia, but nyame adom a Friday eba no. Every day be say na hot wa. Friday na eba no so be hot. Enti no me mix it. Catch the unia say omna me join se wese no ni ento na mo. Ya ka niam bebrebe afa niam bebrebe ho. The aka ne se minum ye no. Fa me ketu akra na ye kra no. Ye de ahofama ene sacrifice be di actually. Why? I mean sure be say or join it. I mean sure more our support. Facebook page, YouTube channel, any WhatsApp community no. Ni na eye adea se mu fora ebeboa. Come for video ima obi foforo ene na onso suntimi nya the divine touch so be
Charles,
eja
mame mfa asɛm wei ngya yɛ nyinaa.
okay.
Sɛ wowɔ platform wei so anaasɛ wobɛtie video wei, mame mfa saa asɛm wei nka nkyerɛ yɛ nyinaa ne yɛmfa nkɔ adwendwene mu. Sɛ wo ne obi ɛyɛ partnership wogye tum sɛ mo nyinaa no mo ka bom na mayɛ business a na sɛ wo no intentionally yɛ w'adwene sɛ wopɛ sɛ wobu nipa no a wo ne no ɛyɛ business na you are the most wicked person and it will never be well with you. Trust me. I have to be honest. Ya say obi woni obi ka bom sɛ yɛyɛ adwuma. Yɛn nyinaa no yɛnyɛ na ɛyɛ yie a mfasoɔ ba yɛakyɛ. Na investment na yɛyɛ no koraa no wopɛ sɛ wobu bi wom. It's wickedness at the highest level. Yɛn sesa yɛ adwene. Medase.
Ewija for me the link in it tumbo apese we dey agina so din komo kakra bi for short and sign ya kono paso nebra me the link no na to sabre no na de ba ko amestre ne se ejedu enne sinya comment o me nyina o mo channel ejedu de no na scroll down no ewo ha no aja nugget from a deep dive so okoho na go ejedu deep dive wa obenya senior comment is social strategy for base. The base nyampa next week. The Becca's for the hottest farm activities in America. Right. Let me show you.